Hey, fellow humans. Welcome to the Virtual Presentation Skills Podcast. Today is the Minicast version of our full podcast, which means we are only with you for less than 10 minutes, but we guarantee to deliver value. I don't know about you, but Kathy and I are having so much fun with this podcast in general, and especially these mini casts, because we feel like if you get too busy during the week, you might be apt to listen to a shorter version that has some of the same information as the full, which launches on Tuesday. So the mini casts always launch on Thursday. Today's topic is Digital Nomad Secrets, how to present from anywhere in the world. Now, this is really fun. Digital nomad is a term I've been seeing a lot more in the last couple of years. And Kathy, I think that was probably a direct result of COVID. What do you think?
I would think so also.
We have a lot of people who are presenting from very strange places. You would be shocked to understand how many offices I've audited in non-traditional spaces, but we won't talk about all of those right now. Most common are hotel rooms, rental cars, and Airbnb, where you don't understand the lighting ahead of time. A co-working space, for example, that could potentially have some mystery background noise. And again, you might not always know ahead of time. An airport corner with Wi-Fi that is essentially held together by hopes and dreams. I don't know about you, but I've certainly been there.
Kimberly, how about a cabin in the mountain? I was there this summer and it was a challenge.
Yes. So the spaces we are presenting from are growing. I was asked the other day to help somebody that was going to be on no less than a bike
Oh, what?
in a virtual meeting. And okay, for lots of good reasons, I wouldn't do this if I were you, but his podcast is about athletics and being outdoors. And he's just really trying to figure out how to maximize the content for his audience. We also have people that are in very, very remote areas of the world where the Wi Fi is, again, hopes and dreams, and you might not know what it looks like until
Mhm.
you get there. The digital nomad reality for a lot of people looks like an Instagram fantasy at the beach or in the forest, for example. But the real science and strategy behind presenting confidently, clearly, and professionally from anywhere in the world looks a little bit different, because guess what? You might think your audience cares where you are, but they don't. They might be happy for you that you are able to work from a beach, but what they want you to do is make it work and make it work for them. The old school WIFM, which is something we used, I don't know, 25 years ago when I first started learning marketing from the inside out, WIFM, WIIFM, is what's in it for me. Your audience is always asking, whether it's consciously or subconsciously, they're always asking, what's in it for me? So as you create your digital nomad checklist, or you give consideration to what you are going to look like, that best 2D version of your 3D self, consider signing up for a virtual office audit. It's virtualofficeaudit.com, less than 30 minutes and 7 steps, and it will kick you off into the journey towards success that I know you're looking for, and I know we can help you build. Because if you have an environment that is consistent and stable and you have a checklist, you will naturally be more confident because you'll be in a state of environmental stability. That includes you appearing very grounded, which equals stability. I bet in most of your backgrounds, whoever's listening today, there's some confusion in your background. I'll challenge you to stop right now. Just turn around, look at what's behind you, no matter where you are, and see if there might be something in your background that is potentially confusing to your audience. So let's get your background very stable, no matter where you are. And then the social cues. Do you really know how to connect with a virtual audience? Like Kathy said, in a cabin in the woods she's never been to. You see the Airbnb photos or the VRBO photos and you think you know what you're walking into, but you don't. And your brain can become fatigued as well and have to work a whole lot harder, and that could diminish your confidence on screen. This is something called context switching fatigue, and it increases cognitive load by up to about 40%. And that's a huge percentage. Nobody's brain is really able to feel relaxed or stable or predictable. And we are going to help you change that with consistent lighting, framing, sound, as well as posture. And again, if you take a moment to check out virtualofficeaudit.com, we'd love to see you out there. We've got several opportunities in the month of December that are open to you.
Kimberly, I'll add just a couple of other things that people can do to make sure that their place is safe and works well is always double check your audio. Do a sound check to make sure that your microphone is working properly and the volume is clear before you start your meeting. And then also optimize the technology. Close unnecessary apps and browser tabs to conserve the bandwidth and processing power, which can prevent the video from cutting out.
I'm going to share with you very quickly a travel checklist. Hands down, what you need is a low decision setup because travel increases decision fatigue. Lots of statistics out there on this. You can research it. Decision fatigue. Use a simple checklist. I'm going to give it to you right now, and you can go back and bookmark this section. The checklist is light, mic, laptop stand, charging block, extension cord, backup hotspot. That's a low decision setup right there. That covers everything we were talking about. I know that will be extremely helpful to everybody who's listening. And now we get to the fun part. Kathy and I have updates on the podcast. I know we haven't updated you very often on how the podcast is actually going, but we thought we would take just a couple of minutes to share with you how much we appreciate you and how much every download and listen and like and interaction helps us grow. We are proud to be women over 50 in business, and we have had a lot to learn in this journey, right, Kathy?
Oh my goodness, my brain hurts sometimes. A lot of technology.
So anyone that tells you podcasting is easy, I would say come and talk to Kathy and I first. There's an entire world that needs to be systematized, optimized, and constantly managed. So Kathy, why don't you give us some statistics about the podcast?
We are almost at 5,000 downloads. This is our 70th episode, so not really very many.
Mhm.
And then the other really fun news is we are now in 58 countries, which I think that's pretty cool also.
Yes. And we're starting to learn a lot more about how to meet the needs of our audience and when you all like to listen and topics you like for us to explore. Remember, we can explore pretty much anything on this podcast. We own the show and we have full flexibility. So please interact with us on a number of different ways. You can find me on LinkedIn, Kimberly with an I, Gilbert on LinkedIn. You can also find us on LinkedIn, Genius Lab for virtual leaders and presenters. And you can find us under Everything Webinar. On Instagram, you can find us under Virtual Engage, as well as Virtual Presentation Skills Podcast. Kathy, where else can people find us?
You can find me on LinkedIn, Kathy Gadinas, also Instagram and Facebook.
All right.
We're also going to ask our listeners to tell us what their funniest virtual presentation fails of the year are, because in our December podcast, we're going to talk about that.
Yes. And we have some fun guests coming up as well in December, and we're starting to book out the entire rest of the year. If you're interested in being a guest on the show, let us know. We have 4 pillars. We have virtual leadership, virtual engagement, work from anywhere, which is the week we're in right now. And then we have presentation fitness. All 4 pillars are absolutely laser focused on relating to presentation skills and how it can help you.
Absolutely. I think this is a wrap.
All right. This feels like a wrap to me as well. We look forward to sharing time with you in the next episode where we go live from the waist up.